everyone, welcome back to my channel. Cannot believe it's already the time of the month where I talk to you about all of my favorite products. It seems like these months have been going by super duper fast to me. So I am here to talk to you guys all about my favorite products for the month of April. I have a pile of products right here on my bed. I'm not going to talk about them in any order, I'm just going to kind of grab one and talk about it. But this is going to be all the products that I've been obsessed with this month and the ones that I cannot stop using. Did anybody else see the interview with Bruce Jenner on ABC? I cannot believe that interview. When I watched it, it made me get so emotional and so sad, but it made me so happy as well to see somebody with that much empowerment and success try to do so much for the LGBT community and just helping all the suicidal teens. I know that everybody is just so kind of like, some people are supporting Bruce, some people are not supporting Bruce. So I want to hear what your guys' opinions are in the comments below, but I'm definitely Team Bruce. I think it takes a lot of balls, no pun intended, to be at that age in your life and want to make such a transformation. But if you guys watch it, you can understand all the struggles he's gone through. It makes a lot more sense to me now after watching that interview, like understanding who Bruce Jenner is, because I feel like he was so closeted and so like shy that nobody really got to know his true personality, and it just blew my mind when I found out the fact that he started to do transition in the 80s and then kind of got cold feet and stopped. But after I heard that, it totally made sense about why his face started changing and why he was getting all those surgeries. It just breaks my heart that he had the courage to transition in the 80s but then got cold feet. It's just really sad that he was so close to actually becoming who he really is but then got pushed back into the closet, if you know what I mean. So I don't want to talk about it too much. I didn't want to make a like designated video about it because I don't really want to talk about it that much, but I just want to let you guys know that I truly support him a lot, and I think that takes a lot of courage to do something when you are at such a like star level, if that makes sense. Like, everybody knows who Bruce Jenner is. But enough talking about Bruce Jenner. I know you guys are here to truly see all my favorite products, so let's get started and talk about some of my favorites from the month of April. The first product I want to share with you is going to be the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Palette. This palette is so beautiful. All of these blushes truly stay on your skin all day, and all of them have a little bit like of a highlighting aspect to them too, so they really work good as a highlight and blush. The one that I have on right now, I think, is the center one, which is kind of more of a corally tone. This palette is definitely going to be an amazing staple like summer blush palette because you can do your blush and highlight at ease. This is what I have on my cheeks right now with a little bit of bronzer, and that is it. The next palette that I want to share with you guys is the L'Oreal Nude 2 palette. I just filmed a video on this and I have been so obsessed with it ever since I filmed the video. So if you guys want to see my tutorial with this palette, I will link it below. But anybody that has not seen that video or heard any feedback on this palette is seriously very, very comparable to all the Urban Decay Naked palettes. It is just a fraction of the price. That's why I love it, because you get all of your like purple and kind of warmer grayish shades like the Naked palette, and then you get a lot of highlights as well. One of the biggest differences that I noticed about this palette and the Naked 3 palette is that I feel like the Naked 3 palette has a lot more shimmer shades options, and their shimmers are a little bit bigger shimmers, so it kind of shows up a lot more. But don't get me wrong, this palette is still amazing for the price. It's just not as like glittery and like iridescent as the Naked one, but I actually kind of like it better just because it's not as like vibrant and kind of like it's good for daytime stuff because it's not going to be too shimmery and too crazy. It is literally so hot in here. Please tell me I'm not the only one that films YouTube videos and has to do this, because like all of these lights that I have in here make my room so hot, and I have my window open for natural lighting too, and it is still like super hot in here and I'm like sweating my face off. So if I'm melting throughout this video, just don't judge. Just give me a second to have a little air break. Oh, it feels so nice. The one foundation that I've been wearing religiously almost every day this month is the Sephora Collection Teint Infusion Foundation. For being $24, this foundation is like gold. This seems like it's almost the same as a lot of the Lancome and like really, really high-end expensive foundations, but it's just like $24. It literally makes my skin look like mannequin skin, like blurry, like flawless. Like, as you guys could see in my last video where I filmed a review on this, my skin just looked beautiful on camera. But the biggest thing I like about this is that it's oil-free, and it tends to have a little bit more of a liquid to powder feel to it, so it's amazing for oily skin, and it literally looks like your skin but better. And yes, this is the foundation that I'm wearing right this second. And if you guys hear that noise that you can hear right now, well, of course it goes away when I talk about it. My neighbors are like building something or doing construction, and of course they happen to be doing it when I'm filming, which is annoying, but I'm just gonna deal with it because I couldn't care less, honestly. Another product that I love that I'm actually wearing right now is the Sephora Lip Stain color. This is in the shade number 6. The color is such good pigment, and it will actually stay on your lips all day, and it actually keeps your lips hydrated and it doesn't overly dry them out. So if anybody has not tried the Sephora lip stains yet, you have to go try them. Okay, so I have a couple more makeup related products, and the rest will be kind of like skincare and then maybe a brush or so. For my eyebrows, the only thing that I religiously use every day is the Anastasia Dip Brow. I always kind of change out what pencil I use, whether I use the Lancome pencil, the Anastasia pencil, or I think I have a couple from NYX as well. I don't really care about what pencil I use, but the Dip Brow is the one staple thing that I religiously have to use on my brows every day. This is a little bit like of a struggle if you're a beginner with makeup because it's very, very like precise with the application method. So if you don't have the most steady hand, or if you're kind of like not the best at filling in your eyebrows, I wouldn't recommend this right away. I would recommend getting the powder first so that you can kind of practice, because there's a lot more room for error. Because one thing that is amazing about this, but could be bad if you're a beginner, is that it truly stays on all day. So if you mess it up, it's kind of a little bit of a struggle to kind of wipe away because it is such good pigment, but that's a good thing though, because you want your eyebrows to be on all day. And I have literally tested this by going to the gym with my eyebrows filled in, and I went to the gym with flawless eyebrows and I left with flawless eyebrows. And I, like, when I go to the gym, I usually do like half an hour to an hour of cardio, and throughout all that cardio sweating, my eyebrows were still on fleek. Pretty much all year, this has been a product I've used almost every day, which is this beauty blender. I know that mine's really dirty right now, but I used it like an hour ago, so I didn't want to like wash it because I don't have time for that, you know? But this is an amazing tool for applying concealer, foundation, highlight, contour, because when you use it, you get it under the faucet and you let it like fill up with water, and then you kind of squeeze it out. And then the kind of moisture in it is going to kind of dilute the heavy feel to your foundation. Because like a lot of times if you use a foundation that's like an oil-based foundation, it can feel like thick and heavy on the skin. But if you leave a little bit of water in this, a little bit of the water goes into your foundation, so it kind of makes it shear out a little bit and feel a lot more like water and not like heavy oil. So it's a really good tool for people that are either like oily and kind of like sweaty like I am, because when I'm putting my makeup on, when you have this cool and like wet with cold water, it feels so like calming and relaxing. Just love the fact that you can like shear out heavy thick concealers or foundations and make them look a lot lighter, like it's just your skin. Anybody that does makeup has to buy it at least once to try it. And people always ask me like, why would I want to spend 20 bucks for this when you can spend like $10 and get a cheaper one? And once you use both of them, you'll realize why this one's more expensive, because nothing is as soft as this one is, and nothing works as well as this one does, and nothing will actually last as long as this one does. But I feel like I'm talking about this a lot for one little sponge, but I just am so passionate about it because I love it that much. So this is the last kind of like makeup related product that I'm going to share with you guys for April, but it's actually a brush from Morphe. It is the M441. This brush, like, I don't even know how to describe to you how much I love this brush. For the longest time, like, I was only using Sephora brushes, and I didn't really want to like branch out to other brushes because they were all like so expensive. But when I heard like everybody and their mom talk about Morphe, and like of course my like biggest makeup inspiration, Jeffree Star, like is partnering with them and he's giving out their brushes for his beauty tour, I knew that like if he uses them, I had to give him a shot and buy some. So I bought a couple, as you guys know in my last beauty haul I shared them, but this is the one that is literally my favorite. I've been finding myself using this almost every day for my crease because it is such a good crease brush. I love the like long handle because I don't have to sit there and like use all of this muscle to do my makeup. I can kind of like put my arm down and like put it in my lap and like just go like this and like just use my wrist. It's like, I know I sound lazy, but it's just a lot less work when you're using this, like when you're doing your own makeup. But of course if you were doing somebody else's, you'd have to like go like that. But I'm just talking about like in the morning when I'm on my way to work and I'm like half asleep still, like trying to put on some like crease eyeshadow or whatever, and I'm like falling asleep or whatever. This is like easy because it keeps me like looking cute, but little effort, if you know what I'm trying to say. And one thing that, like the biggest thing that I want you guys to realize about the Morphe brushes is that you literally get MAC quality brushes for, like, I don't know what the comparison is, but I think it's like a quarter of the price. I think like a MAC brush like this would usually be around 30, and this Morphe one, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I want to say it was like, I want to say like $5 to $10, but I don't know for sure, so I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but it was just like in that price scheme. So that's just what I want you guys to realize, is that you can get like a really like high quality brushes, but not pay like a buttload for them. That's why lately I've been thinking about kind of buying like a lot of like Morphe and Makeup Geek products, because it's like, why spend so much money on your makeup products when you can get like Morphe and Makeup Geek for like a fraction of the price, but still get that like really high-end quality like MAC or Sephora or Ulta or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I only own about 3 Morphe brushes now, but I definitely plan on buying more. Or if anybody from Morphe sees this and they want to send me some, I would really appreciate that, because I love Morphe brushes, but I doubt they'll see this. So that was the last kind of like makeup related product. The next product I want to share with you guys is the first product I've tried from this brand before. It is by Dr. Jart. And I don't feel like I'm going to say this right, so excuse me if I say it wrong. I think it's called like Ceramidin Oil Balm or Ceramide Oil Balm. But pretty much what this is, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see in camera, but it almost looks like a waxy like candle paste. But once you actually like put it on your finger, the heat from your finger kind of warms it up and it turns into more of like a hydrating oil. But lately I've been using this after I shower to put on like all my tattoos and just anywhere that I have dry skin, and it like literally makes your skin feel like butter, but it doesn't leave you with that like really nasty oily like feel on your body. That's what I like about it, is that it absorbs super duper fast. The next skincare product is this Soap and Glory Vitamin C Facial Wash. You guys already know that I talked about this in my beauty haul, and I was kind of recommended this from Manny when I was watching one of his videos, and I'm glad that I trusted him and bought it, because I literally fell in love with this product. I'm so sad that it's not going to be available at Sephora anymore, but I'm still going to honestly like try to find it, because I'm so in love with it. It's hard to explain, but like when you put it on, it kind of is like jelly at first, but then when you kind of like rub it into your skin, it kind of gets really foamy, and it has these abrasive little beads that actually will exfoliate your skin. And I don't want to say abrasive like is in a bad way where it hurts, it's just like a physical exfoliant, so it takes off all the dead skin cells and will actually brighten your skin. So this one, I don't know where I'm going to be able to find it when I'm out, like when I run out of the 2 that I bought, but I'm definitely going to have to like hunt this bad boy down. This is literally going to be my holy grail facial cleanser, and if you have not tried it yet, I highly recommend that you go anywhere and try to find it. You might have to Google it and see who's carrying it, because I know Sephora is not, and I don't know if Target picked it back up yet, so it might just be kind of floating in space right now, but just Google it and see if you can find it on Amazon or eBay, because this is something that if you haven't tried, you literally have to get your hands on this right now. This is going to be the last product I'm going to share with you guys, and it's kind of a weird product to share, but I didn't really like know that much about it before like a month ago when I got my lips done, because I was kind of expressing my concerns to the gal that did my lips about how dry they've been, and she was recommending Aqua For, and this is what she actually told me to go buy to put on my lips after I got them injected. So I went and bought this right away, and I literally try to put this on like morning and night, because it leaves your lips feeling super duper like hydrated, but it doesn't make them feel like heavy or oily, and it doesn't get that ring of crust like a lot of other products do on me. This is like, it's weird that it's an ointment, because I hate the word ointment so much. Like, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but the word ointment just freaks me out, like, really like, oh, it makes my blood boil. But, so I try to ignore the fact that it says ointment on it, because it's an amazing product, but it's just, it's so weird to share. But I just thought that maybe I would share it with you, because I didn't know about it for the longest time, so there has to be somebody watching this video that didn't know what this is. But yeah, so that was the last product that I wanted to share with you guys for my monthly favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been planning on filming a new makeup tutorial in the next couple of days whenever I have time. I'm going to do a tutorial with this look that I'm going to show you right here with this photo. I posted this photo a couple days ago on Instagram, and I've been getting a lot of like compliments and requests to do a video on this. So I wanted to see what you guys thought before I actually filmed it. But I will probably be filming that next week, so it might be up in the next week or so. I'm not sure yet. But just let me know if you guys have any requests on further videos, because I love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. And I know that I always say this, but I really want to thank everyone that comments on my videos and has been subscribing to me lately, because my channel has been slowly growing, and it's just making me so happy that I'm kind of building up this little, like, kind of like an audience. Like, it blows my mind that people actually watch my videos. Like, I've been at work sometimes and I've had some girls come in and be like, oh my god, I think I recognize you from YouTube, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I get so awkward and shy, but it is so flattering to me, and it, like, literally, like, makes my day that someone, like, recognizes me and, like, watches my videos. It, like, it's just so mind-boggling to me. So I really just want to say thank you guys for all the support that you guys have been giving me, and I really, really, really appreciate it. I always try to comment back on every comment I get and reply to every messages, but if I don't, I'm sorry if I get kind of backed up on it, but I'm working my best to reply to everybody. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to end this video now, but I just want to remind you guys to leave me some comments below if you guys have requests, and also leave a comment telling me what your favorite products are this month, because I really love to hear you guys' feedback too, because I love to hear recommendations of products so that I can know what to go buy and know what to try. So leave me some comments telling me what products you have been enjoying this month, and until my next video, I will see you later.